Hmm. Oh my. Wow. Okay, well, that's a lot. That was fast. Hello, everyone. I'm live. So, oh man, that's 21 people now online. Hello, everyone. So, I decided to go live today just to celebrate my 51,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. I started this channel last July last year, and I did not expect that it would grow this big, this fast. So this would be my first live chat. So bear with me. Um, yeah. Oh my, there's a lot of messages now. Oh man, can you hear that? Can you hear the roosters in the background? I'm sorry, I'm gonna close the door. Yeah, well, I'm basically living in a zoo. Well, in the middle of the zoo, there's a roosters there, and then there are cats and dogs here, and then there's a karaoke over there. So it's like it's total chaos here. So I just decided to go live to maybe answer some of your questions that you might have about call center. I cannot promise that I will be able to answer all of them, but I will try my best. And this is just my way of connecting to you guys, thanking you for having reached this many subscribers. Okay. Hi, ako si JR. Good morning. Good morning, Nadia. Shirley, I know Shirley. I remember you. You're one of my first subscribers in YouTube. I remember that. Thank you so much for still supporting me until now. This is really weird. It's weird. It's like I'm talking to myself, but I'm seeing messages popping up. So bear with me, guys. It's kind of awkward, but hopefully I will be able to. I will get used to this. I will not be as nervous. It's just nerve wracking knowing that a lot of people are watching me right now. It's one of my anxiety, and this is also I'm doing this to also get over this anxiety and rise above this weakness to some degree. Die Incenas, hi. How was your Valentine's Day, by the way, all of you? It's a little bit late now, but oh my god, that's a lot of messages. I can't even keep track. Where is it? Okay. Hi, ma'am. Love your videos. Just want to ask if it is possible that a call center agent would engage in business. Thank you for your answer. Um, by Juan Carlo Saliba. What do you mean, Juan Carlo? Do you mean that you want to you want to build your own business and you're already a call center agent? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. Um, let me know. Hello, hello, Jose. Oh, El Salvador. Oh, you're from Hill. Okay. Thank you, Bianca. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you. The first question I want to ask is about what? Nadia. Okay. Hello, everyone. Wow, this is really a lot of messages. I'm reading them right now. But feel free to ask questions too, and I will try to answer them. Thank you, Francis. Jilly Alojado, thank you. I'm from Davao City too, by the way. Well, I'm not originally from Davao City. I'm from Davao Oriental, but I spent 5 years in Davao City. I went there when I was 18, and that's where I first worked in the call center industry. Hi from El Salvador, Central America. Oh, another El Salvador. Wow. When I created this channel, I thought that my my audience will only be here in the Philippines, and it was kind of a shock to me that there are actually other countries who are watching me too. So thank you so much too. Where are you from? I already answered that. I'm from Davao Oriental originally, but right now I'm currently in Luzon. Mm, What is your best advice for newbies in the age of pandemic BPO application? Okay, so I would assume that because you're asking that question, you don't want to work in a call center because of the COVID. If so, then I think your best bet would be to apply for a work from home setup. That is your best bet. Um, I have three Facebook groups, and I am an admin of three Facebook groups, and usually I see postings online where the company provides a free laptop for their agents. So you can try to apply to those postings if you don't want to work in an office setup. But other than that, I'm not really sure because I haven't been in the BPO industry for a long time now. I have not, so I haven't applied for a job during the pandemic. So I don't really know how hard it is. But I think it would be easier for you if you apply in a call center where you work in an office, because a lot of there would be more chance of you passing that, because I think the standard would be a little bit lower, because those experienced call center agents would want to work from home. So I think that's just my opinion. I'm just not sure because I haven't been in the industry for a long time. Another one. Oh, okay. Shout out. Oh my God, this is so new to me. Shout out to Lisa Yu. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And yeah, me shout out dito. Shout out then for to Blackpink's Lucky Charm. Good morning. Oh man, that's a lot. Okay. I don't know where I am now. Okay. Looking forward. What is your okay, where is it now? I'm lost. I'm sorry guys. I'm lost. I'm trying to where is it? Okay. I'm gonna here it is. Thank you, Juan Guillermo. Do you think the best way to enhance how do you think is the best way to enhance the speaking skills? So I talked about this in my channel. I think the best way for you to really improve your English communication skills is to listen. You have to listen to the native English speakers who you want to emulate to copy. I think you should just pick at least 1 to 3 people that you really want to copy their accent, how they speak, and just listen to them. And then you can also record your voice using your phone, and then try to copy as much as you can. See how those people talk, and then just try your best to copy their accent. And the good thing about listening is you will always you can hear the kind of like the subtlety of the pronunciation. You just that you cannot that's just something that you cannot do with reading and writing. You can That's the good thing about listening. And that I don't know if you have seen that video, so I really recommend that you watch that video. There I explained why listening is one of the even the most effective way to improve your English when it comes to spontaneity. Okay, another one. Salamat sa mga tips about interview, newbie here. You're welcome. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Ate. I have a Berlitz assessment to hope I pass. Good good luck. I Good luck to you. I right now my video is just all about I only have one Berlitz right now, by the way, and it's just me talking to Berlitz administrator. I heard that there are two types of Berlitz, one with a pre recorded test, which unfortunately I have not experienced, and one with a live person. So the only video I have for Berlitz right now is the one with the live person. So unfortunately, I cannot give you tips if it's going to be a pre recorded Berlitz test, unfortunately. But I wish you luck. I hope you pass the test. Um, I always Hi, I always watch your videos. Thank you, Poi Magno. Shout out to Ray Ann Tejada. Okay. Your videos help me a lot. That's really great to know. Um, that's what I mean. Hi, Po. I've been watching all your videos on your channel, and it really helps me a lot to boost my confidence to apply in a call center. Salamat po, madami. You're welcome. Ako si JR. Okay, another question. How to boost your confidence when all your companions are tenured? It's kind of pressure. Just some tips. This is this is normal to feel like to feel inferior, especially when your co-trainees are already experienced in the call center industry. Just don't think well, you're always gonna feel this way. Just I think it's best that you just do your best and even ask for tips from the tenured reps. You're always gonna feel this way, especially if you're just the only newbie in the whole batch, and you're listening to your colleague talking English as if there's no tomorrow, and you're there struggling to speak. Um, it's something that you can't really get rid of overnight. You're really going to experience this, and this is just something that you have to go through. But the more you experience talking to customers, the more you're going to get more and more confident, and then it will just be a second nature to you. Of course, if you want to really improve your speaking skills, you can I what I usually do is I look at myself in the mirror, I practice talking, and just try to inject more energy to my voice, try to exaggerate my voice a little bit, because once you talk to an interviewer or talk to your customer, uh, the way you talk will be a little bit more diminished. So get used to the practice of always um, looking at yourself in the mirror and then injecting more energy than usual. That's what I usually do, and well, for me, it is working. I'm just not sure now if it is working because I'm really nervous right now that I'm doing the live chat. It's a little bit overwhelming. What can you contribute to our company? Well, this is really just about what can you contribute to our company? This is like one of the interview questions about why should we hire you, or what is your edge? What is your edge among the other applicants? This is more like talk about your positive traits that can contribute to a call center setting. For example, you like dealing with people. You have a knack with dealing with people. So you can say that I'm usually really good at talking to people. I can make them really comfortable. No matter, even if they are introvert or extrovert, no matter their personality, I have a knack for making them feel at ease. So that kind of trait, that kind of quality is usually useful in a call center setting because you're going to be talking to your customers, different types of personality. Um, Hello, Shawnee the seamstress. Oh man, there's a lot of people now. Okay, I'm gonna open the door. It's getting hot in here. Oh man, I'm trying to apply to different BPO companies, and I'm so nervous. Now I'm just waiting for the results. It's okay. It's normal. The good thing is you're applying to a lot of companies. So if you're a newbie and yeah, if you're a newbie, make sure to apply to as much call center companies as you can. The more you apply, the more your confidence will grow, and that's a good thing. And every time you you apply, um, the more things you also learn. So that's a great thing. Another thing. I'm on training now thanks to your videos. Wow, that's great. Congratulations, Blackpink's Lucky Charm. Congratulations. I'm I'm I I'm really happy every time I see messages like this they're saying that I'm now hired, I'm already on training. Uh, it just gives me purpose that I wasn't able to find before. Yeah, it gives me purpose. And at the same time, I'm learning from YouTube. I'm also like making a difference in other people's lives. And that sounds cheesy, but it is true. Um, Salamat po, madam. Madam ba to? Ay, no. Salamat po, madami po akong natutunan sa mga videos mo. You're welcome. And thank you too. I'm doing this call center and the department is, what is that? And I would love for you to do some video for those, please. I don't understand. What department is? I'm so sorry. I'm not sure I understand this. What is a serium? Let me see. Oh, it's a brand then. It's a stream. Okay, it's an account. It's a broadcasting company. I'm doing this call center and the department, and I would love for you to do some video for those, please. Oh, unfortunately, I haven't had an experience working for a broadcasting company account. So, uh, I only I only experienced working for e-commerce account and for an e-commerce store and a telco account. Yeah, I only worked in the call center for 4 years. So I was not able to experience the financial account. What are the other accounts there? And the healthcare. I haven't really experienced that. I know that a lot of you are asking me to make a mock call for healthcare account. I can probably I can probably do that, but I would need an agent who had an experience with a healthcare account, so I would know how I would, how the customer would talk and how difficult will be the problems. Mm. How to answer the question, what is your short and long-term goals? Well, I think this is kind of similar to the question, how do you see where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I think what you would want to say here is to tell your interviewer that long term you're planning to remain in the call center industry and to maybe be promoted, or at least be a great call center agent. That's it. What I think what they really want to hear is that you're not going to leave the call center industry in the near future. Short term, how I would answer this personally is my short term goal would be to first improve my skills as a call center agent, and then in the long term, maybe try and aim for a promotion. That kind of thing. That line. I think what you just avoid saying that you would want to pursue your degree or you want to leave the call center industry someday, because that would mean that they're just gonna be spending for a training when you're going to leave someday. So it's not worth their while to hire you when you are sure already that you're going to be leaving soon. Admire voice. How do you practice that? Very nice. Oh, thank you. I don't know. This is just my voice. I don't really. I just what I usually do is talk to myself every day. Does that sound crazy? Because I really do that when I'm washing the plates or anything. I I talk to myself in English, and I really do that quite often when I was still improving my English, and I still do it now up to these days. As some of you might know, I'm an introvert, so I love living in my head, and a part of that is talking to myself. Oh well. So yeah. Well, does that answer the question about the voice? Yeah. Well, about the voice. Well, okay. What I do is I watch videos from YouTube about motivational videos, self improvement videos, and usually, what I like about it is the people there, the owner of the YouTube videos usually talk really not really confidently. One example is Marie Forleo. I like her content. It's usually catered for women mostly. And I like how she talks because there's a lot of energy in her voice and she's so enthusiastic. I'm not saying though that I talk like her, but I try to copy her, to emulate how she talks and try to copy her energy. So I think that's one of the things that I usually do to kind of improve how I speak. But I'm nowhere near perfect still. As you can see, I'm really nervous right now. But I'm trying. I'm trying. Because if I don't do any, if I don't put myself out there, if I don't, make any live videos because I'm scared and I'm anxious to be seen by a lot of people, then my channel is not going to go anywhere. So I'm doing this right now, and I hope you understand. Okay. Yeah. I think I like your salary can be used to run a business. Oh, you mean if your salary can be used to run a business? Yeah, I definitely recommend it. If your reason for working in a call center is because you want to be able to have the money, enough money to build your own business someday, absolutely. Feel that they're so stagnant, they feel bored, and they feel that they don't have a purpose. And when you reach that stage, I think that it's very important that you have enough money to get yourself out of the call center and do something else. Maybe you want to build your own business, or finance a new skill, finance your learning. So that's important. That's really what I recommend personally. But also there are people who are sorry. There are people who also want to be promoted someday. So it really depends. You have to define your goal, your next goal once you reach the stage of being bored of being just a call center agent. And of course, I also cannot speak for everybody. There will be call center agents who are already content of being a call center agent. That's fine too. I am not judging, but based on what I see, on my experience too, that's what I usually notice. Within a year or two, a lot of call center agents feel this burnout, and a lot of them usually are just forced to stay in the industry because they did not save any money, or just they had a family to support, and they just don't see any other choice but to stay in the industry. So yeah, that's all. What is your short and long term goals? I think I already answered this. um are you Bisaya, ate? Yes, Bisaya ko, from Davao Oriental. I I have an interview. I have an interview tomorrow, pero di ko alam kung kaya ko na. Well, the thing is, you will never know unless you try. Whether or not you fail tomorrow, the only option for you to do now is to just do it. So just go there, make sure you prepare, of course. But if you don't pass, just know that there's still a lot of chances that you can apply and that you will pass. So don't worry about it. Just embrace the anxiety. Right now, I'm also anxious talking to you, but I'm I'm doing my best. I'm embracing it. Just know that it's normal. I'm not going to say that you will be able to do it because I don't know for sure. But if you did your best to prepare today, then it's worth going to that interview and just do your best. Best way to improve speaking skill is not to think in other language, but speak in your mind in English and have the confidence to speak. Absolutely. This is why I really recommend that you listen, because when you listen to native English speakers, you begin to think in English in your inside your head. You don't think using your vernacular language and then translating that from vernacular to English. You begin to think in English automatically in your head. So there's no delay there. Um, what is the most? What is the most difficult words in English? I I don't think if you want to apply in the call center, you don't really have to know the most difficult words in English. You just have to learn the most basic, the most used, the frequently used words in English. That's the most important thing that you should know, because you're not really, writing a novel here. So you don't have to know a lot of difficult words. In fact, I think it's important that you know more simple words than the difficult ones, because you're going to be talking to your customers and the goal is to make them understand what you're talking about. You are the best at teaching about call center environment. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Fausto Ricardo Perez. I have an interview tomorrow, pero di ko alam. I done. Versant and Berlitz is the same. No, they are not the same. They are administered by different companies. Usually, Versant is always pre-recorded. I think pre-recorded, and then Berlitz has two types: either pre-recorded. Usually, according to the comments that I saw from my channel, they said that the pre-recorded Berlitz usually ask questions about customer situations, customer and agent scenarios, while the live Berlitz is just you and the administrator talking about your life, about yourself. So it's more relaxed. Unfortunately I only experienced the live Berlitz, so I cannot really give you tips on how to pass the pre-recorded Berlitz. What should I expect of nesting? Oh, I made a video about this, just to search for how to pass call center nesting. I explained everything there that you can expect during the nesting period. So check that out, Wilbur Osorio. It is a stress, really. Yeah, unfortunately. It is a stress. I really need you to upload some about this. Unfortunately, I really don't have experience about this account, so I cannot. I'm so sorry. I have interview tomorrow. I just got an account in Amazon. Nawala na. Okay, I just got an account in Amazon. Do you think it will be hard? Okay, me personally, I have experience working for an e-commerce store. I think you're going to be fine. Once you learn everything that there is to know about the account, the product, knowledge, you're going to be fine. Have interview tomorrow. Okay. What are the podcasts you recommend for practice for listening? Okay. I don't usually listen to podcasts. But I have one podcast that I listen to, and that's by Mark Manson because he talks about life and self improvement. And I like his approach to self improvement. That's the only podcast I listen to. Oh, you can another podcast is Marie Forleo too. If you like self improvements, if you like that. But other than that, I think any podcast really, if your goal is to improve your English, any podcast by a native English speaker will be fine. It really depends on your interest. My interest personally is to listen to a self improvement podcast. So those are my recommendations. And another thing is, I usually download the audio version of a book if it's nonfiction, and I listen to it I listen to the audio using my phone. That's like kind of a podcast too. Hmm. Okay. Hello, Miss Candice. What is your job currently, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. Well, I'm a I'm a full time YouTuber now. Thank you to all of you. Because of you, I am a full time YouTuber now. But no, I also own a blog. I also earn money from that. Blog and vlog. Vlog is more like the what I'm doing in YouTube with videos, but blog is more like writing articles. So I have a blog. It's a fashion blog. Not that I know a lot about fashion. It's just that's the only niche or topic that I was able to write about. Uh, what I usually do was to research the topic and then write about them after I learn the information. So far it's working. It's earning a little bit, but right now my focus is really the YouTube channel. Uh, it's funny because I did not really intend to make a YouTube channel about call center. I started creating the channel last July, and my plan originally was to create a channel about gardening in the Philippines. Unfortunately, there was a quarantine. We cannot leave the place, and we don't have any garden here in my apartment. So I just thought of the next best thing, and that was the call center. That was the only topic that I know more than the average person. So yeah, that's why. But don't worry, I'm not gonna stop talking about call center once I have my own gardening channel in YouTube because I'm definitely gonna be making another channel. Hmm. Another thing. Mayong buntag, Karen Ladera. Thank you, Lisa Yu. I do not understand Tagalog comments. Sorry. No, okay, I'm gonna be speaking English now. It's fine. I'm just greeting my kababayan in Mindanao. Oh, shout out to Christian Kinlat. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I read that right. Hmm. You want to practice English, Jennifer Tours. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot practice English one on one with you because I'm really busy right now. I'm in the middle of relocating to another place. And I think, I don't know, maybe I should create a Facebook group where you guys can talk to each other. You trainees could talk to each other and practice your English together. I'm not sure because right now I really can't practice with you one on one, unfortunately. Okay. Hello, paano pong mic gamit nyo? So I'm using the Samsung Q2U, Q Queen, and then number 2, and then U. I like this because this is such a noise canceling microphone. Of course, you can still hear the rooster in the background, but it would be much worse if this wasn't a noise canceling. And I have another microphone. I have it here. One moment. This one I use. This is the, what do you call this? The Zoom H1N. I usually use this when it's miraculously quiet around, and because I like the voice when I like my voice better here with this one, but sometimes this is just too sensitive when the surrounding is too noisy. But yeah, those are two of my microphones that I'm using. Wait a minute. Just let me just drink. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Chances are. Hello. It's a pleasure to be live with you. I have a big accent, but I'm doing my best to better myself. 1 month at call center, I have 6 sales already. Advice for me to be better. I'm Tijuana in Mexico. The fact that you already got 6 sales is already something. It's already an accomplishment. By the way, I haven't talked about this personally, but sales is really hard. I said that I was a chat support before, but before that, I was actually a sales. No, I was actually a sales rep for 3 days, and then I quit the job because it was just so hard. It was my first time in this industry, and I was already assigned as a sales an outbound call center agent. The goal at the time was to give out free heart scan appointments to the prospects, and then I just quit after 3 days because it was just so hard, and my English at the time was really poor. So I really admire those people who just go through that really difficult task, because for me personally, I would really quit the sales account if it was my first time in the account, if it's my first time being in the call center. So okay, one more the call center advice. Are you asking for advice for your accent? Because if you want to change your accent and make it sound the like an American, or a native English speaker, then listening is really the only thing that I can suggest, and not just listening anytime. I want you to listen every single day. The consistency is what's really important here, because you're going to be training your subconscious and your ears to listen to the subtlety of the language. So you will be able to listen to those tiny, tiny sound that you would have otherwise missed if you were only reading and writing. Another thing, good morning, Ate. You're so kind and helpful. Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. Mentioning that I watch your videos of how to answer. Tell me something about to unlock the interview. Oh, thank you. That's great. Wilbur Osorio. That's great. Um, you might notice that I make a lot of videos about call center interview questions, and that's because before I applied in the call center, I used to buy a lot of books. If you're in the Philippines, you might be familiar with the bookstore called Book Sale. It's the cheap version of National Bookstore. In that bookstore, you can usually buy books for as low as 5 to 10 pesos or pesos. Yeah, so that's what I usually did. I was still a service crew at the time, and I was earning around 220 pesos a month. So what I would do is I would buy books there, and then there was one lucky day that I stumbled to in this book called I don't remember the title anymore, but the book was all about call center interview question. I know, sorry, job interview questions and answers. It was not particularly tailored for call center applicants, but it was it was just a general tips on how to answer interview questions. So my videos usually are the tips that I gave you um, about call center questions are based from that book. So I think that video really changed my life, because if not for that book, I wouldn't be able to at least make the effort to finally apply in the call center industry. It gave me the courage. It gave me a kind of a a skill or a weapon to be able to finally put myself out there and apply. Because it took me like more than a year to finally apply in the call center when I should have done it like within a month of preparation and then apply. But that's one of my weakness. I usually always overthink a lot of things. So yeah, oh my God, I'm talking too much. Um, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, one of the main question there was how to answer, tell me something about yourself. So the tips that I'm giving you about how to answer this question was based on that book. So thank you so much, Wilbur Osorio. Hi, help me cope up with my short-term memory loss. Huh? I easily forget everything. My training will start tomorrow. I'm scared to handle calls and I accidentally forget the customer's concerns or details. Oh man. This is really common. This is quite common because I think what really makes you forget it easily is your anxiety when you're talking to a non-native English speaker. It's like your full attention is being consumed by the fact that you, oh my God, I'm talking to a native English speaker. What am I gonna do? Oh, how to cope with it? Oh, that's hard because you can't even get a pen anymore. I think what I would want what you can do is to, hey, what's wrong? Something's wrong. Okay, good. My camera. I think what you can do is to prepare a notepad in your computer, to open a notepad, and then as soon as you hear the customer's concern, type in the keywords that will make you remember her concerns. For example, she's going to say, oh, it's been a long time. It's been 3 weeks and I haven't received my order. I ordered it last month and the status is still pending. So you can type in there late shipment, ordered last month, anything, any keyword that will make you remember what she said a while ago, that kind of thing, if that makes sense. That's usually what I do. So I don't have to make the customer repeat what she just said. But I think a lot of this is really all about you being anxious. Unfortunately, being anxious is something that you will be able to deal with easily once you gain the experience. So just try your best. I think this is the best thing that you can do right now. Mm. Yeah, because when you forget the customer's concern, they usually get really irate. And well, that's understandable. It's like the agent is not listening to me. Well, if only if they only know that it's it's hard to be working in the call center in your first day. Hi. Good morning, Arnel Margalio. I love your videos. Thank you. Ale Joya. Thanks. Thanks, Ate. I will support you. Thank you. Sorry. Morning and your voice. Hi. Oh, got endorsed last Saturday. Tips on how to do a multitasking. We will start auto in tonight. Auto in. Oh my God. I have not personally experienced auto in. I think that's really hard. That is really overwhelming, auto in. I have not experienced that personally, but I can only imagine it's going to be hard. Um, Multitasking. Yeah, this is also one of the reason why I don't recommend that you stay in the industry forever, because the multitasking, according to studies, well, that's what I read, according to studies, has been shown to be a little be to has been shown to be detrimental to your health, to your brain, especially multitasking. Okay, I should not talk about that. I should talk about how to do a multitasking. Um, this is something that you can learn as you go along, as you gain the experience. What I would recommend is to prepare a notepad too. The good thing is once you're familiarized with the concerns of the customers, you're going to be able to do it more faster and more naturally. So don't worry about it. Just just go with the flow and ask for tips also from your seatmates, from the tenured reps, because if there is a person who can help you, it's the tenured reps, the tenured representatives. They will help you because especially if you know, because you're working in the same account, so they should be able to give you specialized tips on how to deal with the difficulties with your account. Okay, hi, I'm scheduled for a final interview today. Can you give me some tips on what are the questions and how to answer those to be hired? Final interview. So I would assume that you have already experienced, you have already done the initial interview. I think they're kind of the same, but with the final interview, the interviewer is going to ask more follow up questions. She's going to dive deeper and ask you more follow up questions. But when it comes to the questions, they're the same basically. They're going to ask you to tell her something about yourself. Why should we hire you? The usual. And of course, you have to prepare for the out of the box questions. So far, I have made only 2 videos about out of the box questions. The sell me this pen and the describe colors to a blind person. There are also questions that are like, why are pizzas round? It's really unlimited, so I cannot like talk about everything. They talk about why are pizzas round, and my answer to that usually is pizzas are not all pizzas are actually round. I've seen pizzas that are square or rectangle, but but I think the reason why pizzas are usually round is because it's the easiest shape to form when you're forming the dough. Because me personally, I have cooked some pizza myself, and when I'm forming the dough, I my hands are usually shaped like this. It's not like a square. So when I'm making pizzas, the natural and easiest shape to form is circle. So when you flatten it out, it's just a circle. It's not a square because a square would take so much effort to form. I think that's how I would answer it. Okay, here we go. My dear, the most challenging activities are the retelling stories. Would mean I'm gonna practice. Are you talking about the Versant, Juan Guillermo Sanin? If you're talking about the Versant, yes, it's I I myself I'm finding it hard to retell the story because it's not all about your English that's being tested there. You also have to have this really sharp short-term memory, and that's something I don't have. It's hard for me to remember the name of the names of the characters and the time. So that's really a challenge. And I know I promised you that I will be uploading more videos about parts E and F, but I haven't been able to do that. I should do that. I should really do that. I should really do more of that because the only thing that you're going to be able to improve on this is to practice. So okay. I will make a video on this. I promise. I've been promising that for a long time now, but okay, my next video will be about that. More parts E and F for the Versant test. So you will have more resources to practice on. I really want to get experience in call center. Well, you got to apply first. That's it. Can you share with us on how to answer the question, what is your short? Okay, I have already answered that. I would like to know I would like to know what did our drive to open a channel. What did our drive? You mean what are the requirements to open a YouTube channel? Is that what you mean? Emil Alvardo? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Let me know. Um oh man. We're almost an hour now. I'm going to be ending this chat once we reach an hour cuz I have somewhere else to go. I'm going to get a travel pass to, book a ticket because we're going to be relocating from here. So I'm going to be ending this chat once we reach 60 minutes. So we're already 50 minutes, guys. So I'm just going to read this really quickly. Mas okay po ba mag non-voice chat support muna bago sa on-call? It depends on you. Me personally, I yes, I think so because that I was a non-voice support first for 9 months, and then I applied as a voice support. I think so. If you really want your transition to be a little bit smoother, I could not imagine myself working as a voice support and being a really real newbie in the industry. I really cannot imagine. I mean, you remember I quit the sales account because I was taking calls, and then and then after that I applied to a call center account that was just as chat support. I was so happy with that because it allowed me to, you know, to do my own pace. I wouldn't want to take calls on my first day, honestly. It would be really hard. But it really depends because I've seen a lot of agents who took a not a voice account on their first day. So it really depends on you. But me personally, I'm a careful person, and I don't want to just jump off a cliff without any plan B or without any thoughts. So I usually would want the transition to be a little bit smoother. So I want it to be easier instead of going straight away to difficult. So that's what I did. But whatever you do, make sure that you actually really consider working for a voice account, because with voice account you actually learn a lot of skills, skills that you wouldn't have otherwise learned if you were only working for a voice account. You know, you talk more decisively, more assertively when you're working for a voice account. That's what I notice. Mm. I'm having a okay, Kevin Orantes. I'm having a job interview by tomorrow. Help. Well, that's all. Just prepare and know that if you ever fail, don't worry, you can try again. There's like, I don't know, thousands, even millions of call center companies in the Philippines. So you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just remember that whatever happens, you will have some wins. You will learn some things that you wouldn't have otherwise learned if you did not apply. What are the difference between Versant, Berlitz, or other assessment? Okay, I heard three assessment: Versant, Berlitz, and what are they? I forgot the other one. This is SWAR, I think. I have not experienced WAR. I only experienced Versant. Versant is pre-recorded, and Berlitz is pre-recorded and live. I believe I already answered this before. Hello, ma'am. Very informative, your video, and more videos to come to help many people to be more confident in the interview. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. Ronyelen Angeles. You're amazing. I love your voice. I understand each word that you said. Thank you. That's really the goal here in my channel. I the goal is to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm always using simple words because you're going to be talking to your customers too. So you want to make sure that you're talking as if clearly. So I really want to find a job as a call center agent. Yeah, you have to prepare for it. Thank you for answering, ma'am. You're welcome. Personality is the matter in call center. Personality. Okay. I think we all have our own personality. Some of us are just really shy to express it. But what do you mean by personality? I think we all have our personality, by the way. So, oh, do you mean personal appearance? Because if you mean like your personal appearance, this doesn't matter in the call center. I don't think so. I don't think it matters because, you're going to be talking over the phone. It doesn't matter. I think you can even apply even if you have disabilities in the call center. I think of all the industries, call center is the least discriminative. Discriminative, tama ba yun? I'm not sure. Yeah, what I'm saying is the industry that discriminate the least is the call center industry, in my experience. Hello, perfect buzz. Sorry. Good morning. I was just taking my coffee and reviewing your videos, and then it notify you're live. Yeah. Good morning. I'm having an interview by 10 today, and any more advice on being comfortable and confident? That's all. Just do it. 10 today, and any more advice if I'm being comfortable and confident? Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna share something with you guys that's really not sexy to hear. When I first applied in the call center, I actually memorized the answers to some of the interview questions, and this is so controversial to hear because I think a lot of people would tell you to not memorize. But I am a person who is always having this mental block every time I feel anxious. So when it's time to face the interviewer, oh my god, I just feel so overwhelmed that I just don't know what to say next. And memorizing some of the answers of the most basic interview questions helped me to deal with those mental blocks. So if that is something that will help you, why not? I mean, yes, that's really what I did. And that doesn't sound sexy and everything, but if you think that it will help you, that it will, this is what it takes for you to get the job faster, then do it. They're not going to know, I think. They're not going to know. What I usually do is I put some fillers so the interviewer would not know that I was just memorizing my answer. But if you think that's what it takes for you to pass the interview fast and get the job faster, then do it. I did it, and it helped me. I applied first in opinionology. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it is call center company outbound, more like surveys asking people for their opinions, and they told me that I passed, and then and I would just wait for their call to be informed when the training would be. And unfortunately, I did not receive a message. Unfortunately, that was my first call center, and yeah, well, they said I passed. So I think I already considered that as an accomplishment when they said I passed, but well, they didn't call me. And then the next was I applied in that sales account where I just went AWOL, unfortunately, for 3 days. And then I went, yeah, I think, oh, I did not apply in a lot of call center companies, but I think the only company where I was rejected was in JP Morgan. Oh, that was already after I was a QA. And I think the reason for that was because there was a lot of discrepancy in my dates. I just didn't pay attention to the way the dates were put in the resume, and he asked a lot of questions, and unfortunately I could not remember anymore when I graduated, when the last when what year what year did I start working as a call center agent. So I'd like to think that was the reason, hopefully. Yeah, JP Morgan, it was a financial account. What, I don't know. Well, I think that it was just as well anyway, because if I was accepted there, I wouldn't be able to create a YouTube video. So it all works out in the end. Oh my God. Another thing. Hi, I work at a call center and I am in a meeting phase. Meeting? But I stayed back and I have 2 weeks to go, but my metrics are horrible. What do you suggest to to lower your handle time of your experience? Oh, okay. Well, this is hard because when I was an agent, I usually didn't pay attention to my AHD. I was so obsessed with the quality of the video, quality of the call, that I didn't even care about the AHD. And I was always so jealous that some reps who are doing less good than me were able to get their performance bonus because they were able to meet their AHD. So I'm not really the best person to ask about this, but I think my advice would be to just balance the quality and quantity, which is the AHD. So sometimes you don't have to talk too much to your customer. Make sure to make it, if you need to make it a little more transactional, do that. If you have to keep up with your AHD, that's important because if your definition, I mean, if your metric is that you need to meet the quality and then you also need to meet the AHD, then I think it's also important that you have to be mindful about it. And if you think about it, companies are not only are not only concerned about the quality, the fact that they're putting AHT as one of the metrics means that they also care about the quantity. So that means you also have to find the right balance between that. So if you can sacrifice the quality a little bit, do that in order to keep up with your AHT and, get the performance bonus. Oh man, it's already an hour. Then there's so many questions, pa. I sit back. I have 2 weeks to. Okay, I'm just gonna read this really quickly, and then I'm gonna end the chat. But don't worry, maybe I will make another live stream this week, and I will send you the schedule. I really want to watch your videos. Thank you, Blue Aziz. I'm having interview by 10 today. Any more advice? That's all. I'm done with this. What is your command? Do you know company that's a non-voice? Oh, do you know a company that has a non-voice account on Alabang? No, I haven't been. I mean, I haven't. I have been in. I have gone to Manila, but only in the airport. So I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know any call center company in Manila. The last time I worked for a call center company was in Cebu. I was in Cebu. That was last 2017, but that's it. I've been training for applying to call center. It's kind of hard, but your videos helped me a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Mercedes Castro. That's really nice to hear. Thank you so much. I'm having an interview by 10 today. Oh, I've done that. How can I be a great call center agent? Oh, this is really it really depends. I think if you're in customer service, you just need to be really to think about the first call resolution, I think. And you also have to have active listening, not just listening to what the customer is saying, but also listening to what the customer is not saying, the nonverbal cues. That's very important. For example, when the customer is in a hurry, right? You would usually know it. Even if she doesn't say that, you know what, speak faster, I'm in a hurry. Even if she doesn't say that, you would know that she's in a hurry when her replies are very snappish, like now, like one word, very fast. You would know that she's in a hurry. That means if you want to be a good call center agent, in that case, you would want to also keep up with her pace. You would have to use simple words, concise, brief, so your conversation would end as fast as it could. That's very important. And also when the customer is, old lady, you also have to use simple words, because she might not be techy, and you should also avoid using jargons. So those are the examples of observing nonverbal cues when you're a customer service representative. Unfortunately, for sales, I don't have experience in sales because I went AWOL. I think in sales you just have I don't know. I really can't. Um, yeah, unfortunately. I think in sales, try the Kevin Olega. I don't know if you are familiar with his channel, with his Facebook page. His Facebook page is called Call Center Training Tips, and he talks about how to. He has experience in sales, so if there is someone that could help you with sales, it's him. So check out his Facebook page. It's Call Center Training Tips, and he also, by the way, provides one-on-one training. So you might be interested in that if you want a one-on-one training. Do you have a podcast, ma'am? No, unfortunately, I will have that in the future, but not right now. I'm really busy in my life right now. I'm in the middle of relocating, but soon, probably. I'm also focusing on my YouTube channel because I only have 50 videos so far. So I would need to upload at least maybe 100, and then I would think about the next step of what I'm going to do next. For now, I'm just really focused on uploading more and more videos in my channel. You're really great. YouTube needs more people like you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Jesus Santiago Morelio Suarez. Oh my. I'm having an interview by 10 today, and I'm done. I'm done with that. I often get nerves during irate calls. I often get nerves during irate calls and when customer asks questions, I freeze up. What suggestions do you recommend to up your confidence? Get nerves during irate calls and when customer asks questions. Hmm. This is really ask questions, I freeze up. What suggestions? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's really normal. You can't. This is not something that you can solve. You can address overnight. So I think what's important here is to just when the customer is irate, I think you need to first address her emotions first. Once you address that emotion, she will be ready to listen to what you have to say about the resolution. So you first need to address the emotion and then proceed to the resolution. Once she cools down, once she has vented out her frustration, then that is the best time that you proceed with the resolution, I think. Because without addressing the emotion of the customer, she's not going to be able to get over that. And she will constantly nag, and she won't even care about how good your resolution is if you don't acknowledge it. Humans, that's how we operate. We want to be acknowledged and not just treated as like robot. That's why customers always prefer to talk to a real human being instead of dealing with a robot. um oh my, that's really a lot of questions now. Another thing, are you Cebuana? I'm Bisaya. Is there a difference? I'm from Davao Oriental, and then I'm not from Cebu, but I obviously understand Cebuano. Rayland Villapas, thank you for watching. Um, I love your short term and long term goals. I already answered that. I love your voice and how to practice that kind of voice. I'm gonna be making a video about this. I left my okay. This is going to be my last question. The last question that I'm gonna be answering this because our video is getting long. Last question that I'm gonna answer. I left my previous job because I want to take care of my child. Can I mention it in an interview? Yes, absolutely. It's fine. I actually made a video about how to answer why did you leave your previous job, and this is one of those reasons where you don't really have to worry too much about it because it's a personal reason. It's a valid reason. It's something that your interviewer can relate to. So it's not like one of those reasons where you went AWOL. It was your mistake. You had a poor performance and you had to leave the job, or that you were fired. This is definitely perfect. You don't have to worry about this. That's all for today, guys. Oh my God, there's really a lot of questions here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to answer them, but I will try my best to copy them, and then maybe answer them at the start of the live chat. Maybe this week I will be making another live chat, and I will answer the last questions that I can't answer now because I have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for um, joining the live chat today. I thought nobody will be joining, but wow, there's really 68 people right now. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you so much for the support. And happy Valentine's Day. Bye. I'm gonna end it now. That's it. I'm gonna give you the schedule for my next live chat. Hopefully this week. I'm so sorry. I'm really I'm a little nervous today. So this is my first live chat. So thank you. Have a great day. Have a great day, Katie Alejaga. Alejaga. That's it. Have a great day, Fabian Fernando. Yeah, as exact date. I'm gonna post it in my community because I'm not sure yet. But it will be this week. I actually like this than creating my usual pre-recorded videos. And oh my, that's all. Bye. End stream.